Oh, OMG. I am coming to y'all live, hot and ready, like a Little Caesars pizza, to talk about Threads. The Threads app. It is the latest and greatest social media app on the block. And our pals over at Meta have graciously released it earlier than planned. So today I want to talk about Threads. What is it? Should we use it? I'm also going to share my screen and show it to y'all, but let me know in the chat if you're joining me live. I'm going to go ahead and drop my link to Threads in the chat. You can join me over there. I am actually really enjoying it, but it ain't for everybody. So we'll be covering that today as well. So what is Threads? Well, Threads is a text-based app, very similar to Twitter. And the timing could not be more perfect because Twitter is a hot pile of garbage right now. Shout out to Eva joining us live. Type live if you're joining me live. Replay if you're on the replay. So Mark Zuckerberg, Meta, created this app, and actually it's led by Adam Mosseri, who is the current CEO of Instagram. And it is very much tied to Instagram. It is marketing itself as an extension of Instagram where communities are built. It's a text-based platform, but you can have images, you can have graphics, you can have lots of amazing things on the app as well. I'm just looking at my notes, but this timing couldn't be perfect because Elon Musk actually put a restriction on tweets earlier this week. Did y'all see this? Elon Musk put a 600 tweet restriction. So as a user who's not paying for a paid account, you could only view 600 tweets. It was quite odd, like an odd choice for the people who are basically fueling your app, right? He said it's restricted. And so that really prompted, I think, this release of the app, though it's been in the works for a while. And this isn't the first Twitter competitor. We have apps like Mastodon, which to me, their user experience is so terrible that it's hard to get started there. We have apps like Blue Sky, which are kind of locked down. You have to have an invite to join. We have even the newest one, Chill, that came out last week, more of like a celebrity gossip text-based app. We have apps like this launching as Twitter competitors, but even just within the time of me planning this live stream, they just announced that the app has 10 million users. So it's far and above what other apps are doing, and it really is catching on. Positive experiences, people are having and talking about them, but also negative experience, people using the app and saying they didn't quite like it. So I'm curious, in the chat, let me know if you're liking the app. Eva says, it's like Slack. So it's not like a social media, it's more like a chat. And I agree with that. So I want to talk a little bit about the pros and cons of this app. I'm going to share my screen, show y'all what this looks like as well if you haven't seen it yet. But if you're a business owner, the very least, I recommend you claim your account. Right now, the advantage to being on this app, the Threads app, is that it is connected to your Instagram account. So it's the same username as your Instagram account. There's no clear way to change that as of yet. But it's frictionless to get started. So if you go to Threads app, find it in the App Store. It's only available as an app. You cannot use a desktop version, though you can view other people's accounts on the desktop. It is very frictionless to get started. So because of that, I think that's part of why this app is raised in popularity. It hasn't even been 24 hours, y'all, since they launched this yesterday. Around 7:00 p.m. was when I got the notification for it. So it has not even been 24 hours, and they have over 10 million viewers because of the frictionless ability to set up your account. You can import your Instagram profile, you can import your Instagram bio, and you import your Instagram contacts at a click of a button. Okay, it's really at a click of a button. So let's talk about why this app is working, some of the pros, some of the cons. It has really blown up in the news, as Eva said, because people are excited about it. I'm excited about it. And that's one of the pros. For me, it feels kind of like Clubhouse felt. Y'all remember Clubhouse? Oh man, do people still use Clubhouse? Clubhouse kind of rose in popularity all of a sudden. I want to say around 2019. And I didn't particularly love the app, but I loved the energy around using the app. And I think there's a similar energy around Threads. So, pros, it's very frictionless. It's really easy to sign up. The interface is simple. Like the user experience is very easy to understand. And I think this is what platforms like Instagram struggle with, because should you post to the feed? Should it be a story? Should it be a reel? Whereas with Threads, you just post in the thread. You don't have to worry about designing a graphic or recording a video. You just type and it's there. Okay. So it's very easy, frictionless, simple to use. It syncs with Instagram, so you instantly have a following that you can pull on over. You can post text, like I said, but you can also post images and videos and links. You can share a link. Whereas it's friend, it's sister Instagram, no links with the posts. With Threads, you can share a link with the posts. And they're also a huge, huge piece to this puzzle is that they're going to use the Fediverse. Okay, so the Fediverse is the ability for platforms. It's very similar to Mastodon in that you own your audience. Okay, so you own your audience, whereas Instagram owns your followers. You don't own them. You're just kind of hanging out on the app, borrowing their space. Threads is claiming that you own your audience. Now, again, it's not clear yet what this means or how you own your audience. Can you export users' email addresses, or how do you own your audience? It's not yet clear in the app, but it is interesting. A few other pros: you get a 500 character limit. We're not back into the 140K of Twitter. And you can take a break. So they have that take a break feature built in. Eva, I see your question. We'll get to that in a second. But some of the cons about Threads is that there are no hashtags. So there are no searchable, clickable links, hyperlinks. There are no GIFs as well, which I'm personally kind of upset about, but you can use Giphy, copy, paste a GIF in, or if you have a Giphy, Giphy, do you say Giphy or Jiffy? What am I saying? If you have a Jiffy type thing, you know what I'm talking about, letters. You could use that in Jiffy as well. Post in GIFs. The one thing I really, really don't like about Threads is that there is no algorithm. It is a free for all. It's a wild, wild west. I love algorithms. Algorithms help me sort. I also think there should be a discovery-based algorithm at the very least, and their discovery page is just celebrities. And I want to find new people. Okay, I want to find new people. Stacy says, loving it so far and love that you're covering this as a social media expert. Yes, loving the character limit for sure. I love that too. I don't feel as much pressure, even though I tend to do short, quippier posts there as well. Some of the cons right now as well is that there are no metrics. So I have no idea how many people my posts are reaching. I don't know clicks on links. All I can see is public metrics like likes and comments and follows. So you can't see some of those hidden metrics, shares, saves, rethreads. I almost called it a retweet. It's a repost in Thread. I think it should be called rethreading. Can we agree on that? Threadarians. I'm going with Threadarians. Also, the rules are unclear. So right off the bat last night when I logged into Threads, I started following a bunch of people who weren't my Instagram followers. So finding new people, connecting with them, and I got restricted. Okay, so immediately got restricted. It gave me an error message that said my account had been restricted, and I followed too many people. I want to say it was probably about 100 or so people. And then I went over to Instagram, and I saw that someone had found me on Threads and followed me on Instagram. So I went to follow them back, and I noticed I was also restricted on Instagram as well. So because these two apps are like peanut butter jelly, if something happens on one app, it happens on another. If you delete your Threads account, you're deleting your Instagram account. Okay. If you have people blocked on Instagram, they are also blocked on Threads. Okay. So it's, they're married. The two are married. So be mindful of that. Okay, loving the questions coming in. So I'm going to start with this one. Eva says, how does Threads benefit the business? Right now, that is unclear. Okay, so it's not clear if this is going to be just a flash in the pan, kind of like a Be Real. I tested out Be Real last October, did not like it, but I studied it for science and for your benefits, and it's not talked about. It was like a little blip. So it could be that. What I would suggest as a business owner is, number one, claim your account. Okay, claim your account. Right now, it is connected to Instagram. So it looks like your username is safe, but no promises. They could open up a bunch of usernames that are not taken. I very easily see this becoming its own thing. Or they could say you have to have an Instagram account to use Threads. The second thing is to stay updated on resources. Look for professionals like myself. I have in the description of this video, I have a private podcast. It's included with your membership if you're a Savvy Social School member, but if you're not, you can get updated on how this affects businesses specifically. And that is what I'm here to do. That's my goal. You aren't influencers, okay? You're not just here for funsies. You're running a business. So this could very, very, very easily be a distraction. And I want to make sure that you have a strategy to go with it. Okay. So the link is in the description of this video. Check that out. If you have time and energy, I would definitely suggest having fun on the app. Okay. So have fun on the app. Because while it's fresh and new, it's a great chance to build a new audience. It's a great opportunity to breathe new life into your marketing strategy. And it could be an interesting exploration, but only if you have time. If you're busy, booked, and blessed, don't worry about it. It'll still be here in 2 weeks. And if it's not, then you didn't waste your time, right? A few things to note, there is no API for Threads, so you cannot use a third-party scheduling tool. You can't even use Meta Business Suite. There is no desktop version for posting. You can view profiles on the desktop. So how do we claim our accounts? Oh, we have a few questions. Eva says, okay, let me share my screen and walk through this. So it's, like I said, only available on mobile. So what I'm going to do is share my phone screen. Y'all keep the questions coming because I'm going to walk through how to do some of these things in the app. And so Eva is saying this while I pull up my phone. I started to create and it's asking for my email, but nothing that connects to my Instagram. Oh, interesting. Okay. So here's what we'll do, Eva. I'm going to share my screen and walk you through this. So one moment, please. Somebody give me a thumbs up in the chat if y'all can see my my phone on the screen. This is my Threads account. And you can see that I wrote my bio to be a little bit different than Instagram, but I used the same link. It pulled over the same photo, even pulled over my name on Instagram, which has my keywords in it: social media agency owner and mentor. That was automatic. Now, I'm going to log out and show you how to create an account. So I'm hitting on the hamburger menu. I'm logging out. At the bottom of the login screen, you can see that it says log in with Instagram. Let me pull this comment off the screen so y'all can see all of that. Let me see if I can make this any bigger. No. Okay. So y'all can see this at the bottom of the screen. It says log into Instagram. You hit switch accounts and it pulls up your Instagram accounts. Okay. So I'm going to use this one, Team Online Drea. And these are the Instagram accounts that I'm signed into. So make sure you're signed into Instagram. At the bottom, you can see import from Instagram. I'm just going to tap on that and it's going to pull in my name, pull in the photo, pull in the bio, pull in the link. Okay, so I recommend doing this and then you can always go back and edit it. So I'm going to hit next. The next thing that it's going to do is ask you if you want a public profile or a private profile. Okay, so then you're going to hit next. There isn't a link, Eva, to access this. You have to find it in the App Store. Okay, so this is only available as a mobile app. So Apple App Store, Google App Store, and it's only available in 100 countries right now. So it's not available everywhere. If you don't see it in your app store, Google Thread apps your country to see if it pulls up. So I'm in Canada, for instance. It's here now, but if it weren't, I would Google Thread apps Canada and see what would pull up. This happened with me with Eliminate. It's not available here in Canada. Okay. Eva says, I'm in the UK. I have seen people in the UK join the app. So from here, you can follow people. These are the people that you already follow on Instagram. Okay, so these are the people that you follow on Instagram. So you can either follow them individually or click follow all at the bottom and it will follow all. Okay. And then from here, it gives you a little explanation for how Threads work. So it is powered by Instagram. It is a part of the Instagram platform. We will use your Threads and Instagram information to personalize ads and other experiences across Threads and Instagram. So it says that there are no ads on Threads yet, but it's absolutely using your Threads information for Instagram ads. Okay. Here's the bit about the Fediverse. Future versions of Threads will work with the Fediverse, a new type of social network that allows people to follow and interact with each other on different platforms, like Mastodon. Okay, so it's not clear yet how this is like Mastodon or why. However, they're very firmly stating this right out the bat. And then at the bottom, it says your data. By joining Threads, you agree to basically Meta having your data. Okay. So this is just like Facebook, just like Instagram. They're probably going to use it for retargeting for advertising. So what you post on Threads could potentially be something you see in an ad later. Okay. So then you're going to hit join if you agree to these terms. And now you are in Threads. So I'm going to walk you through what this looks like. Right away, we have our Threads feed. Okay, this is the main feed, and it seems to be based off of mostly your following. But what's happening in the feed is we're seeing not just the people you follow, but the people they follow and the accounts that they comment on. Okay, so we're seeing the people you follow, their posts, but we're also seeing the people that they follow, which makes it so random. We're seeing the posts that they comment on. So you can see this post here, Vex King. I commented on this one, but this account, my team account, is not following Vex King. You can tell that by seeing the little plus sign by the name. Okay. But it's in this feed because my other account commented on here. I believe likes play a role into this, but it really does feel random. I'm an algorithm girl. I love the algorithm. Like it gives me what I need, but this one feels wild. So that's the main feed. Then we have the search option here, which really feels like celebrities. Okay. So instead of having a discovery based option here, what we're seeing is a bunch of celebrity accounts in the search. So if I keep scrolling, HGTV. Keep scrolling, Richard Branson. Okay, J-Lo, Animal Planet. So we're seeing a lot of popular accounts here. What I would love to see is more discovery based on my behaviors. So I would love to see online business owners, online educators here, but that's not there yet. You can create a post by clicking the pencil icon at the bottom. From a post, you can attach, you see the little attachment icon there. You can attach photos and videos from your camera roll. You can also attach GIFs. So I actually go to the Jiffy app on my phone, copy that, paste it in here, and I get my GIFs because I'm a GIF gal. Gotta love it. And then you see your notifications here. So you can see that, when I first signed up, it imported my contacts. So you can confirm people who have requested to follow you. Okay, you can confirm them there. The interesting thing is it does have a separate tab for replies, for mentions, and for verified accounts. Okay, so I paid for verification on Instagram. I'm verified in Threads. And then you can tap over to your profile. And from here, you can edit your profile. So if you wanted to edit your name, that is linked to Instagram. So as of right now, you can't edit it, but you can edit your bio, you can edit your link, and you can set your profile to private. Okay. If you need your profile link, click share profile and click copy at the bottom. That will give you your Threads link. Mine is in the chat here. I'm going to go ahead and post it again just so y'all can see what this link looks like. It's threads.net/@ and then your username. Okay, so threads.net/@ and then your username. That's your direct link. This link does show up on desktop. So if you are on desktop, you can view someone's account. That's all you can do on desktop. You have to use the mobile app to get access to the rest of the Threads features. It is an app only at this moment. Feels very old school Instagram. That was only an app for a very long time, and most of the features still are only available in app form. From here as well, if you want to see your followers, you can see that right at the top. But if you want to see who you are following, just tap on your followers, that name there, click following, and you'll see who's following you. You can see I have 2 people here following me on this account. And then you can also tap on pending to see the people who have requested to follow you. And what happens is as soon as you sign up for the app and you say, yes, follow all the people I'm following on Instagram, if they don't yet have a Threads account, it goes into this pending folder and they have to confirm that follow. All right. All right. What other questions do we have about Threads? As I wrap up this live session today, one of the things that I want to encourage you to do, claim your account. Okay. It's very easy to do. Once you find the Threads app in the App Store, it will prompt you to connect it to your Instagram account. Okay. So, and you can switch accounts, but you do have to log out completely first, which is annoying. But I logged out, logged back in with my main account, and away we go. Number 2, if you have time, have fun with the app. There is a vibe happening on this app that is just quite lovely, if I do say so myself. I'm enjoying the atmosphere on this app. It feels very vibrant. It feels fresh. It feels crisp. And then number 3, if you are on the app, don't necessarily just take your same content and post without getting the vibe of the app. So this is something I recommend all the time for business owners. Okay. We don't just want to take what we posted somewhere else and then automatically post it without getting a sense of the room. Read the room a little bit. And right now, a lot of the app content doesn't feel planned, and that's what makes it feel organic and interesting. This goes against almost everything that I teach right now about having a plan, having a structure. When apps are this new, okay, like the Thread app, when it's this new, when you go in with a plan, when you go in with structure, you can kind of feel like that person who's like trying to force a relationship, right? Like we don't want to force it. We want it to feel natural and fun and organic. And even when we're planning our content, we plan for it to feel natural and organic. So there are no rules. There are no Thread experts yet. Though, I feel like I'm gonna claim this one. I'm gonna try to be a Thread expert because I am loving it over here. Y'all may see a course or 2 from me about Threads coming in hot soon, but it's too new. It's too new. If you do not have time, don't worry about it. It will be here in 2 weeks. And if it's not, you didn't waste your time. All right. All right. If you're watching live, go ahead and put your Thread username in the chat. If you are watching the replay, go ahead and still put your Thread username in the chat. I would love to connect with you on Threads. I am just having a blasty blast over here, enjoying the app, enjoying the wildness of it. Thanks so much, Robin. Yeah, so quick. I stayed up way too late last night, y'all. My daughter is sick too. She's not feeling her best, so it was not a good night for this, but when it released, I stayed up for way past my bedtime studying, engaging, and enjoying the app. And I will continue to do so today and tomorrow as well, just to get a sense of it. John, you are our first person. Y'all go follow John. John the Curious Traveler on Thread apps. The rest of you, go ahead and post your link in the chat. Your username should be the same as it is on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will be posting more Thread content in my private podcast at the feed. I'm going to put the link to that in the chat as well. The feed is your go-to source for the latest and greatest social media news as it relates to your business. So if you're looking for a way to navigate all of the massive, massive changes happening on social media in a way that makes sense for your business, not as an influencer, not as just someone hanging out for fun, but for someone who's doing this as your business, sign up for the feed. It's a small fee, but you'll get all of the updates in real time in your favorite podcasting app. And I will be updating all of y'all on what's next with the feed there soon. Thank you so much. I'll be back soon. Bye for now.